Hello students, this is part 1 of the 2 lecture series on page replacement algorithms. Why are page replacement algorithms required? As in the previous lecture we discussed कि whenever CPU issues an address and OS finds that the required page is not in memory, it halts the execution of the current process to bring the required page in memory. This phenomena is referred as a page fault. So whenever page fault occurs, we need to bring in the required page from the hard disk to the memory. For this, a free frame should be available in the memory. Now what happens if no free frame is there? So we need to find a page to replace it with the required page. We can free a frame by writing its contents to swap space and changing the page table to indicate that the page is no longer in memory. We can now load the required page in this freed frame and continue the user process from where the page fault occurred, from where the process was interrupted, and when the required page is brought into memory, then we can resume the execution of the process from that point. Now if no free frames are there, we need two page transfers, one to swap out the replaced page from the main memory to the hard disk and the other to bring in the required page from the hard disk to the main memory. This situation effectively doubles the page fault service time and increasing the effective access time accordingly. So in the previous lecture of demand paging, we have discussed that by using modify bit or dirty bit we can reduce this overhead. And how is this overhead reduced? Uh, if a particular page is not modified during its stay in the memory, we don't write it back to the hard disk. We just overwrite the new page or the required page in the frame occupied by this process, and this technique can also be applied to read-only pages because obviously they are not modified during their stay in main memory. Now the first page replacement algorithm, the most common, most simple rather, is the first in first out page replacement algorithm, and as the name suggests, it associates with each page the time when that page was brought into memory, and when a page is to be replaced, we select the oldest page. We can create a FIFO queue to hold all pages in memory. We replace the page at the head of the queue, and whenever a new page is brought into the memory, we add it to the tail of the queue. Its performance is not always good. On one hand, the page replaced may be an initialization module that was used a long time ago and is no longer needed, so it is fine, but it could contain a heavily used variable that was initialized early and is in constant use. Then also, if we replace this page, it will continuously cause page faults whenever this variable will be referred. So we will take an example. Here there are free frames are 3 and we have a reference string. We need to see how this algorithm will perform with the given data. One thing we should keep in mind is all the page replacement algorithms assume that pure demand paging is used. Pure demand paging means a page is never brought into memory until it is asked for. So every page will at least generate one page fault when it is first brought into memory. So initially the 3 frames are empty. The first page refers is page number 7. So it will cause a page fault and we will bring 7 in. Then page number 2, again there are free frames there, so page number 2 will cause a page fault and we will bring that page in the free frame. Then the next page number is 3, there is a free frame available, so 3 will also cause a page fault and it will uh, occupy the third free frame. Now all the 3 frames are occupied. So for page number 1 we need to replace one page. So out of the 3 pages that are there in memory, 7, 2, 3, 7 is the oldest one. So 7 will go out and 1 will occupy its place. Now the next page number to be referred is 2. 2 is there in the memory, so it will not cause any page fault. then the page referred is page number 5. So page number 5 will replace which page? 2, 3 and 1. The 3 pages that are in memory, out of these 3 pages 2 was the page that came earliest. So 5 will replace 2. So now the 3 pages that are in memory are 1, 5 and 3. So the next page number referred is page 3 and 3 will not cause any page fault. Now the next page number 4, 153. In this 153, 3 is the oldest one. So 4 will replace 3. What you can do is you can write these page numbers in your rough as they are referred. This is 7, then 2, then 3. Now you need to bring 1 in, cut 7 or 3 के बाद you write 1. Then when you need to replace 5, see 2 is the head of the queue, so cross 2, add 5 at the tail, and like this you can perform. Got my point? What you can do is in your rough sheet you can write the pages as they are referred, that is 7, 2, 3. Now when you need to bring in page number 1, what you can do is cut 7, that is at the front of the queue or head of the queue, and insert 1 at the tail of the queue. And in this particular graph table you add 1, insert 1 in place of 7. Now page number 2 is not causing any page fault, so it is fine. Then you write there in the copy too, but you don't have to do anything. Now page number 5. So page number 5 you need to replace one page. Which page is at the head of the queue? 2. So you will cut 2 and insert 5 in the tail and replace 2 by 5. ठीक है. Now page number 3. Page number 3 is not causing any page fault, so we will proceed further. Page number 4. So out of 1, 5, 3, 3 is the earliest. Now 3 after 7 and 2, you have cut 7 and 2, 3 is at the head. So 4 will replace 3. Now the next page number 6. 6, 5, 6 will replace which page? 1, because now 1 is at the head of the queue. So 1 will be replaced by 6. Then you need to bring in 7. 7 will replace 5. So 5 is replaced. 5 will replace will be replaced by 7. तो now अब कौन कौन से memory में है? 6, 7 and 4. 7 again, 7 will not cause any page fault because it is there in the memory. Then comes 1. So out of 6, 7, 4, which is at the head of the queue? 4. तो 4 उसको replace करेगा. किसको? 4 किससे replace होगा? Sorry, 1 से. So 1 will replace 4. Now it's the turn of page number 0. So 0, now 6 is at the head. So 6 will be replaced by 0. Then 5 will replace 7. Then 4 will replace 1. इसी तरीके से 6 will replace 0. So you keep on cutting the page numbers that are at the head of the queue, inserting the referred page at the tail of the queue, and you will not do anything wrong in this question. So 2 will replace 5, 3 will replace 4, then 0 will replace 6 and 1 will replace 2. So now count total number of page faults. So total number of page faults कितने हो गए? जहाँ page asterisk बने हैं, that means at that particular reference there was no page fault. So remaining are page faults. So we have 17 page faults in this case. So this is FIFO or first in first out page replacement algorithm. FIFO algorithm suffers from a phenomena that is referred as Beladi's anomaly. Now what is this Beladi's anomaly? It says number of page fault increases with number of frames. Otherwise, if it's the general assumption or it actually happens कि when we increase number of frames, page fault should decrease. But for some particular cases of reference strings, it may happen with FIFO algorithm that instead of decreasing page faults, we can have more number of page faults when we increase number of frames. This does not happen with every string. Few peculiar cases may affect FIFO to suffer from Beladi's anomaly. So here in this example we can see that this particular reference string 1 2 3 4 1 2 5 1 2 3 4 5, it causes 9 page faults with 3 frames, but it causes 10 page faults with 4 frames. So FIFO suffers from Beladi's anomaly. Now the algorithms that do not suffer from Beladi's anomaly are referred as stack algorithms. So in the next video lecture we will discuss LRU, that is least recently used, and optimal page replacement algorithm. These algorithms are also referred as stack algorithms because they do not suffer from Beladi's anomaly. So there, in those algorithms, the page faults will always decrease with increase in number of frames. So this is FIFO page replacement algorithm.